Hi, this is the Daily Overpass. My name is Eric and I make apps. Now today I want to talk about... Wait a second. I've been in this office for the last 3 days. In fact, the only time I filmed outside this office was on Monday. I promised I wasn't going to do that. Hang on a second. Okay, the truth is today's going to be a little bit different. It's not really going to be app related, so if you want to come back on Monday, that's cool with me. All right, today I've been looking forward to all week. Today I get my new car. Thank you. Okay, so the situation is this. We've always been like a one-car family. Like, you know, one car is fine, you know, global warming and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, I'm meeting with a lot of clients lately. Like, business is getting much better, and I ride a motorcycle. So it's difficult when you want to meet somebody in your suit and nice shoes and everything, and you're taking a motorcycle and you're trying to stash that jacket and helmet and put the shoes on and those boots and go to those meetings. So I decided about a month ago that, yeah, you know what, we're gonna need a car. I mean, I'm gonna need a car just to go around, and I'm looking around at used cars because that's what I do, right? I do, you know, I only get used cars. So you know, because, you know, even though one of my goals, you know, every time I write down my list of goals, at the top of the list is one day I want to own a Ford Mustang. I have since I was 16 years old, and the thing is they don't really have them in the UK, or at least they didn't until last year. You can get them imported, but the steering wheel's on the wrong side. But last year they came up with the right-hand drive one, and you know, they're a bit on the expensive side, at least expensive for me. So when I was thinking about a car, I was thinking, well, I'll get something that's just, you know, like a beat-up 20-year-old thing. You know, it's just for me anyway, and you know, I'm not that important, right? And then I started thinking, then I started feeling old, right? So, you know, a few weeks, well, earlier this month, you know that I dropped my son off to, you know, my son left to go to the army, so I've already got a grown child who's moved out. A month from now, in fact, a month from now to today, I'm gonna turn 45 years old. And I started thinking, if this thing's ever gonna happen, you know, me, at least this one little super achievable goal of getting a Mustang one day, if this is ever gonna happen, why shouldn't it happen now? Like, I know I can afford it, you know, I know I can make the payments, all that kind of stuff, and you know, maybe the apps will tank after like a month or two, but that risk is always gonna be there, right? And maybe I won't be able to find any more clients after a few months, or maybe the app industry will completely fail. And then I thought, that risk is always gonna be there too, right? In fact, none of the risks are gonna go away. There's always gonna be risks. And this is something I always wanted. So I bought a Mustang. Okay, so a couple weeks ago I test drove one, and it was really nice. And now I take 2 buses. You know, this is like 15 miles away, but it takes ages to get there by bus out to Swindon from Wantage. So I'm on my way to the dealership right now to sign all the paperwork and get that new car, right? Now, I've always wanted the Mustang, but more so since I came to the States, right? Especially when I feel really, really homesick, I think, you know, I want like something really American. I want like a really American car, right? And you don't see them all the time here, right? Not like in the States. When I go back to San Diego, you know, they're everywhere, right? You know, it's just like, wow, there's a Mustang, there's a Mustang. It's like, you know, it's just become that thing. And even when I talked to the dealership a couple weeks ago, he says, no, you're about the demographic that, you know, that usually buys them, which he meant, you know, older, you know, midlife crisis age. But so anyway, I'm really excited, and I couldn't get a used one because all the used ones in the UK have the steering wheel on the wrong side. So I'm excited, but also nervous. Like, I'm nervous that, like, what if after all of this, after all this talking about getting one of these things, right, like I crash it on the way home, or I scrape up against the side of something or something stupid like that. And I'm also nervous about whether or not I'm going to be able to continue paying for it and everything like that. I should be. I mean, you know, if everything goes like the way it's been going over the last, you know, 5 years, then everything should be fine. But you know, you never know what's going to come. But I thought the same thing about my first app. You know, when, you know, I was coding it myself, and then finally I just went and hired some developers to do it for me. And you know, at the time it was a lot of money for me, and you know, in the end it all worked out. You know, in the end, you know, these things, you know, just tend to work themselves out. But you know, this is different than an app because, you know, the app makes me money. This Well, you know, you could argue that being able to go visit clients and everything is going to make me money, but you know, that's a stretch because I don't need a really nice car for that. But, you know, I could wait till I'm 60 or 65 or whatever. Nah, I'm going to do it now. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't get in the way of Manly Mustang.
So I was going to say. Picture of you with this. Oh, no. Okay, so that's it for today. I've been driving around in this thing for like 2 hours now, and I love this car. I mean, it's got so many gadgets inside it. I mean, I've never really had a new car before, so this is, you know, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. I've got Android Auto connected to the car and everything. So one of these days, one of these videos, I'll show you how all that works, right? As app developers, I told you today it's going to be nothing about apps. It's just going to be, you know, my own self-indulgence. But you know, one of these days, I'm going to show you how the Android Auto and everything works on there because it's really awesome, and all the other gadgets and sensors in this car. I mean, it's practically like a smartphone. But I mean, like I said, I don't get new cars very often. Some of you guys probably already know about all this stuff, but to me, it's just really cool. But anyway, thanks for following me around today. That's it for today. Yeah, God, a Mustang. I finally got one. Ever since I was a kid, that was my dream. So anyway, thanks everyone who's indulged me so far. I promise to go back to apps on Monday. I promise to keep it app related and try to talk about things that interest all of us, and you know, and every time we learn something new with apps in the app market, to tell you everything I know. And you know why I'm going to do that? Because my name is Eric and I make apps. I'll see you on Monday.